Welcome to today's gentle yin yoga designed to help you release anxiety and become more rooted into the present moment and into nature. If you have a chance, I highly recommend to take this class outdoors in nature to give you that extra support. However, if it's not possible for you, don't worry, this class will help you to ground yourself. Moving slowly through the poses that we'll be holding for 1 to 3 minutes each, we are really going to be focusing our awareness on our bodies and our breath. Releasing what no longer serves you and opening up for more light energy. When you're ready to start our practice, find a space you feel safe to move in, and let's get flowing. We're going to start today in a child's pose, making sure you're completely comfortable, making sure your knees are as wide as feels good for you, toes together behind you and your arms extended out in front of you. Releasing your body into the earth. Bringing your awareness to your body. Noticing how you're feeling here in your child's pose. Noticing tension. Noticing how the breath is moving through your body. As you become more aware of your breath, start to elongate the breath, trying to take deeper, longer breaths, trying to really emphasize your exhales and lengthen those exhales. Trying to let the mind become still, using our breath as an anchor into the present moment. If your mind starts to wander or drift to any thoughts, appreciating the moment, accepting what is, and just gently bringing yourself, guiding yourself back into your breath, back into the present moment. Affirming to yourself, I am grounded, rooted into the earth. Taking one last deep breath in your child's pose. When you feel ready, on your next inhale, you're going to start to roll yourself slowly onto your hands and knees, stacking your hips over your knees. We're going to come into our extended puppy pose. You're going to start to drop your chest down towards the mat. Your arms are extended out in front of you. Enjoying a nice arch in the back as we open up the heart. Sinking yourself down to the earth. Continuing to take your long, deep breaths. Together we'll slowly come back up when you're ready. Taking your time, we're going to transition ourselves into our downward facing dog. I'm just going to hold here for a moment. If you'd like, you can pedal out the legs, straightening one leg at a time. Our next pose is going to be a pigeon pose. When you're ready, you're going to set yourself up with the right leg, bringing the right knee forward, releasing that leg into the mat, flattening the leg behind you. And when you're ready, settling into a pigeon pose that feels good for you. Using the breath to guide you into a deeper state of relaxation in your pigeon pose. If you're feeling any tension in the body, any tightness, using the breath to help you let go and release what no longer serves you. Taking 3 last deep breaths here in your pigeon pose to yourself. When you're ready, slowly coming up onto your hands, lifting the chest, curling the back toes, and stepping yourself back into your downward facing dog. From here, setting yourself up for the opposite side, you'll bring the left leg forward, releasing that into the mat in front of you. Your leg behind you flattens to the earth and gently sinking into whichever variation of pigeon pose feels good for you today. Letting go of what no longer serves you. Using your breath to anchor yourself into the present moment. Remembering if the mind starts to drift, we can always slowly, patiently guide it back to the breath, back to your anchor into the present moment. Taking 3 last deep breaths here for yourself. And then gently start to walk your hands back in towards you. Curl the back toes and gently stepping back into that downward facing dog. Taking one last breath here in your downward facing dog. And then when you're ready, we're going to gently find our way to a seated pose. Bringing your legs out in front of you, you're going to extend the left leg out, bringing your right knee onto that left thigh. And when you're ready, you're going to start to forward fold over that left leg, reaching for your calf, your ankle, your foot, wherever feels good for you in this moment. Knowing you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Just embracing the present moment for what it is. Trying to keep your spine long, but still relaxing the body over your leg. If you need to use a strap or any prop, doing what suits you best and using your props to support you in your practice. We all need a bit of support from time to time. Honoring your body and giving yourself that support. When you're ready, on an inhale, we'll lift up and just switch sides. Extending in that right leg now. Left foot on that right thigh. With your exhale, when you're ready, just start to forward fold over your right leg. Reaching for your foot, ankle or calf again. And releasing the body. Anchoring into the breath. Using your breath to let go and release what no longer serves you. With your next inhale, slowly start to rise and transition yourself into a wide-legged forward fold, opening up the legs as wide as comfortable. And when you feel ready, start to lower your chest towards the floor, walking your hands forward, keeping your feet flexed and active to protect your knees. Releasing the body here. Again, if you want some props, grabbing some props that will help you. Maybe using a block, a pillow, a blanket, whatever your body needs to support you. Focusing on any parts of the body that you're feeling tension in this pose, and using your breath to release and let go, making space to maybe go a little bit deeper. We'll take one last deep breath here in our wide-legged forward fold. And when you're ready, start to lift your chest back up, taking your hands underneath your knees to support you as you start to bend the knees again. Bringing your legs out in front of you, arms behind you for some support. Just taking a moment to windshield wipe the knees side to side, letting go of any tension that might have built up here. And when you're ready, slowly start to just roll yourself down onto your back. Taking a moment before we move into our next pose to root yourself into the earth, noticing any parts of the body that meet the earth here. And then carefully moving into our next pose. We're going to bring our knees into our chest, hugging our knees in tight, and just breathing here, giving yourself a nice hug. Hugging yourself and reassuring yourself that you are safe. You have the option of staying here, hugging your knees into your chest. If you'd like to move into another pose, we're going to come into our happy baby pose. Grabbing the outsides of your feet, drawing your knees down towards the earth, holding the outside or the insides of your feet, wherever feels good for you. Maybe adding a gentle rock side to side if you feel called to. Continuing our deep breaths. With our next exhale, we'll start to release hold of those legs, dropping the soles of the feet down to the earth, coming into our reclined butterfly pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. Your left hand on your stomach, your right hand on your heart. Releasing tension in the body and maybe even closing the eyes now. Letting go of sight to really focus our awareness on what is going on internally. Notice how the body is feeling and how the breath is moving through your body. Maybe noticing the breath in the palms of your hands as your stomach and your chest rise and fall with every inhale and exhale. We can stay here in our reclined butterfly. If you'd like to move into your Shavasana now, you can start to extend your legs out, bringing your arms to either side of you, palms faced up, making any adjustments to the body that you feel is necessary. And when you're ready, settling into stillness, closing the eyes, letting go of all tension we're holding in the body. Releasing control of the breath, just settling into a deeper state of relaxation. Noticing any parts of the body that meet the earth, The earth supporting you beneath you. Melting into that support. I'm going to leave you here in your Shavasana. Stay here for as long as it feels good for you. Embracing this time for relaxation. If you'd like to take your Shavasana a little bit deeper, I recommend trying out one of my Yoga Nidra videos. I'll leave some recommended videos in the description box below and in the information cards above. Thank you so much for joining me in our practice today. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a lovely rest of your day. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video. Help support by subscribing to my channel and hit the notification bell icon so you're notified every time I post a new video.